that was a pretty heavy moment, a pretty insightful moment. Did it give you any more understanding as to why things were the way they were?
I think that conversation really closed the circle for me. There were a lot of missing pieces that I just could not quite understand, and I knew that Clay's parents had gone through their trial.
Ooh, baby. Listen, hey guys, welcome to Little Black Book 91. A quick video. We're going to talk to you guys about the latest reunion. This is me saying 13 questions we need to be asking about what the heck happened on this reunion, because I got questions, baby. I got questions. I mean, are Clay and AD together? We just saw you at a video on online about you guys were at Thanksgiving, but we ain't seen no giving of the thanks for the fact that you guys are together. So we got about 13 questions to ask about this reunion. Thank God for Vanessa and Nick. They heard our critique and decided this season, shut it. And they obeyed, and we appreciate that. Listen, we're going to get into this video. It's a nice, quick one for you guys. 13 questions we need to be asking of what happened in the reunion. Things that weren't addressed and things that probably needed to be a bit more fleshed out. I got some questions. So if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favor. Like it, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for notification of the what? Uploads. Yeah, because you're here on Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Listen, my voice is a little bit croaky because I got a bit of a cold, but don't worry, work with me. Yeah, I know you're feeling the baby blue on me, baby, because I'm feeling it too. Okay. All right, let's get into this video. Before we do, let's drop a little intro and then we'll get the show going for you guys. 13 questions I believe we need to be asking about what the heck happened on this reunion. You know what time it is. Boom. Question number 1 is this. Why the heck did the castmates of previous season get so much screen time? Look, I'm all down for the previous castmates. I got nothing against them. I think they're all brilliant, and I love them, especially Brett and Tiffany. I love seeing them on my screen. I'm not against seeing them, you know. But why on this reunion? It's a reunion for the cast of this season. I mean, we've never really seen as much as we have done this season, seeing the previous cast members, and I felt like their story suddenly started almost kind of overshadowing this particular season, and I find it infuriating that every season we have questions that are left over that are not asked, but you want to slip in there the past castmates. I wasn't here for it. Number 2. The questions for me lacked real follow-up. You know, like for instance, and that's probably one of my other questions I want to ask about Kenneth and Britney. Why was it so short? Why do we spend so much time on Sarah Ann and wanted to bash Sarah Ann, but we didn't spend much time on Chelsea and her madness? Why do we get the fact that, you know, AD and Clay, there was a lot more conversation going on, which I think was important, but we spent a lot of time with Jeremy and Laura situation. I was like, and you know, we randomly threw Trevor in there too, it felt like. So just felt a little bit disjointed compared to the whole of the season, which was really orchestrated well in terms of storyline. I would have wanted a bit more pressing in some of the conversations and to find out a little bit more information, you know. I love the fact we explored Jeremy and Laura and Sarah Ann. I thought we could have pressed in a little bit more when it came to Chelsea and Jimmy, who were also big stars on this particular show. We didn't get to go there, but we wanted to have Sarah Ann as the villain and string her up on a noose. Anyway, question number 3. Why were the girls coming so hard for Sarah Ann, but had more heat for her than they did for Chelsea? I'm so sorry. Listen, can I be honest with you? This process means that you're going to like 2 people. Therefore, because you like 2 people, there's going to be situations where you're going to like and love 2 people. Jimmy said it himself. He had 2 women that said that loved him. It becomes tricky and it becomes messy. Now, do I think Sarah Ann could have handled it a little bit better in terms of how she went after Jeremy? I'm not saying that's not on Sarah Ann, that's on Jeremy. Jeremy should be getting the brunt of the madness. I know it's like girls' code, but the reality of the situation is he was in a pod with 2 women that he actually wanted. And you talking about girl code, that's why Sarah Ann called you out and said, listen, how you gonna talk about girl code and call me a clown and call me a pick-me-sha, but you was in there dogging me to another man? That don't make no sense. I'd love to explore that a little bit more as well. For me, it doesn't make sense. Why is Chelsea getting less of the heat than Sarah Ann was getting when Chelsea was misbehaving, had outed another woman's secret about him? And whilst you had an ex-boyfriend that you called up after you got... Yeah, let's not. Number 4. Which is again to do Sarah Ann. Why was there heat on Sarah Ann about her saying, doing a video outside online about it's all entertainment when she's getting slewed? I mean, what else did you think was going to happen? Like, I didn't think it was anything. I just felt like we wanted to make her a villain. and maybe it's just me, I've seen Darkness, so it's like, it's not really a big thing, but I just felt like they were trying to make her a villain, and that wasn't where the villainy needed to be landed. Trevor was a villain, absolutely, make him a villain, noose him up. Jeremy was a villain, absolutely, noose him up. I've got no problems with that at all. I'm not saying Sarah Ann didn't do anything bad, but I'm saying if you're going to put Sarah Ann there, I need Chelsea on the same chopping block. Yeah, I need Chelsea on the same chopping block, because that level of insecurity was mad. There was gaslighting, manipulating, and there was loads of comments about Chelsea's behavior being manipulative and gaslighting. But we want to highlight the fact that Kenneth could have gaslit Britney. But you want to bring to the table the fact that Chelsea, all that was bad was that she said the secret. Come on now, come on. I was like, that's another question that needs to be answered. I thought as well. Number 5, how did Trevor become so quiet? And what was the point of coming on the show? If you're gonna be so quiet, and AD, shout out to the analyst, but we didn't need you to involve. But Trevor, why were you? She's absolutely right though. Why are you on the show being all quiet? Talk with your chest now, right? You've had time to think about what you're gonna say. It's been a whole year and you still ain't got nothing productive to say. Why come on the show? Why waste our time? If you know you don't owe us an explanation, you can't even give us a good explanation. Don't waste our time. Watch out! I'm gonna do a video breakdown of what Trevor actually meant about toxicity. I'm gonna break all the way down what he really meant. Number 6, why Clay didn't answer the question about what would you do differently. If you notice, he never answered that question. Did you notice? The brother never answered that question. The question was, what would you do? Do you regret the way you behave? Would you do something differently? And he started going down on a tangent about how his reputation and he's a good man and da-da-da. And I said, baby, did you not listen to the question? I mean, that's got to put a pause now. I called him baby, but I was like, do you not hear what they were saying to you? Like, they actually asked you a question about, what would you do differently? And instead of you actually answering it, you went and ended up and saying a whole tangent about how good of a man you are. I was like, yeah, this is giving a little bit of a vibe that, you know what, you moving a bit mad. Okay. I was like, that tells me, first of all, comprehension. Number 2, also, you've already got a pre-script that you want to get out. And you feel like you doing something differently would then leak into your image and what you feel like you're being portrayed as. The reality situation is that wasn't the answer to the question. But anyway, number 7, why the heck is AD dating Matthew after he chose Amber? It's really interesting. Matthew chose Amber. He went away and left and went for the other Amber. So my confusion here is why she called, and listen, don't get it twisted. I can understand her meeting up with Matthew, but calling it a date? Because he was apologizing, I was like, either it was a date or you apologizing, or you trying to get Clay a little bit jealous. Because why was it a date between you and Matthew? I get why you met him. That makes sense to me. Because after the show, all that kind of stuff, you are trying to hash things out. Sometimes you don't get to finish off your thoughts. Closure, I'm not mad at it. I was confused as to what we're saying date for. Why are we dating Matthew when the brother was clearly potentially talking about how America's going to have this great storyline? What is date? I get it. That understanding of going on a few outings, or look, we went to eat or whatever, because I wanted to understand where it's coming from. But you called it a date. That puts an intention and label on it, baby. Why were you dating Matthew? Please. No, darling. No. After what he said, after the speech he gave us if he's Captain America. Oh, darling, please. That's a question we have to ask AD. What kind of level of red flags are we talking about with AD still got? Number 8, why are we giving Chelsea grace for blasting her friend on national television? Why are we giving Chelsea grace? Why are the ladies giving grace to Chelsea? And I think Nick was trying to allude to this, but they weren't having it. Why was Chelsea given grace for her madness of exposing another woman that slept with, of course, her man, but before she was in the picture, you got to expose the secret that was told you in private. You exposed it on camera. And we want to give her grace. Oh, those emotions going on. No. You damn right dirty for that. Right? For doing that. She joins Trevor, Jeremy in their madness, because why are you exposing another woman's thing on national television, yo? I get it. If you felt like he was disrespectful for keeping that girl around, I'm actually rocking with you, Chelsea. But he told you offline and said, don't tell her online because that's her business. And you still went and told it that way. Now, if she had come and said it after, I could have rocked with her. Because they'd be like, well, if someone asked her, listen, why did the relationship break down? Well, let's be honest, there were some things that happened. One of those things was that. But you said it in the heat of an argument. You were trying to send him to the grave. You were trying to send him to the gulag. I wasn't for it. And then people backing her saying, oh, it's just emotions and I get it, it's understandable. We got old girl who was out here with, what's her name? The guy that was dating previously last season. I can't remember his name now. Paul. And she was out here saying, yeah, it's emotion. I was like, shut up, darling. You're even on Perfect Match. Keep quiet. Number 9. Why was Jessica trying to hold Jimmy accountable as if she wasn't herself moving mad? Why was she holding Sarah Ann accountable when she was talking about you're going to have an EpiPen and you're going to have a fit and you're going to have to open up your airways, right? And after, knowing that obviously he was married, why are we still trying to have a conversation? Right? Because you were also testing waters. Just because you didn't do what Sarah Ann did, you were still testing waters. Was you not talking to Laura? See, this is the thing how people got short memory. I don't like this. People got a short memory. Was she not talking to Laura? Talking about how she almost like enjoying the fact that Jimmy might even be pulling away from Chelsea towards her. Was she not enjoying that moment? Was she not having that conversation? And you want to sit there in your moral high compass chair and try to comment Sarah Ann. We got questions for Jessica. And I saw the internet too, like, yes, Jessica, get Jimmy. I'm like, you're forgetting, you got short memory. Was she not talking to Laura? Don't ever get it gassed in your mind, bro. You've forgotten things that happened in the show, baby. You know what I'm saying to you? You forgot things that happened in the show. Number 10. Why didn't we deep dive into Kenneth? This is the biggest one. Why the heck did we not deep dive into Kenneth and Britney? What do you mean that why is what happened between you two? You lost the spark, but when no questions were asked, I don't know if that's because I don't think that's even to do with Nick and Late. I don't think that's even Nick and Vanessa. I think that's the producers probably said, don't ask questions about it. There's something about it. He's a principal. Don't expose him. Something like that. But my thing is, you came on national television, so your business is going to be exposed. What is happening there? Something has gone wrong. Why did we not ask penetrating questions about their situation? We asked a little bit about the cell phone situation, but he lost his energy towards her. He lost his vibe towards her. He lost the connection to her. He lost the attraction towards her, or she did. So why are we not asking more questions about what happened as to lose attraction? None of that was asked. Question number 11. Why the hell was Britney calling him every day, please? Britney, why are we such good friends after? Is he gay? Because why is he... I'm just being real. Why are we asking questions why are we having conversations and talking and we have such a great friendship every single day after we've broken up? No, I know people can become great friends. Please, don't mistake me. People can become great friends after the situation, but to the point where you're calling each other every day. How are you going to open yourself to a new relationship when you're emotionally invested in this situation? Because we're calling each other every single day. I was confused. I was confuzzled. And we're not going to press into that. Wait, talking every single day. So what's going on? You guys trying to make it happen? You guys I need more stemming questions. I need questions that are going to follow on. And like, why? Okay, calling every day. What does that mean? AD going on a date. No, sorry. Wait, yeah, she said she went on a date. AD said she went on a date with Matthew and then said, respectfully. And I was like, wait, why is she saying respectfully? Are you and Clay together? Why are we saying respectfully unless you and Clay are together? Are you and Clay together? Because why do you got to say respectfully? His feelings shouldn't matter because in the end, you're not together. That's why I started thinking, because you need to add it respectfully. So question is Clay and AD together? Because we saw you at Thanksgiving, but we're not seeing the giving of the thanks of the good Lord to bring you a restoration and redemption and reconciliation. I want to see some of that. Okay, but we ain't seeing that. So I'm a little bit confused. So I can't wait to break down the whole vile interview that's going to come out soon with our good sis AD. You know I'm going to do a full breakdown of that, so lock into that. But yeah, it's a Mazzoline. My final question really it goes to this whole show actually in general. I feel like, like, are we not doing background checks? Are background checks no longer acceptable? Because people are in marriages, people are married, people have whole babies or something, whatever. I don't know. There's a lot of situations that are going on that are a little bit political. Now, I get it. Some people are going to lie to stay on the show, so it's going to be harder to kind of find out. But my thing is, okay, are we not doing background checks? Okay, are we not doing background checks? That's what I want to know, yeah? Okay, all right, cool. Listen, welcome to Little Black Book 91 once more again. That's my 13 questions. What I want to ask you guys is, what questions were you left with for the reunion? I mean, I asked 13, but I'm sure you got a bag of questions. Put it down below in the comment section. What were your questions that you had about the reunion? I mean, what was missing? What did you feel like could have been asked? What further questions needed to be said? Let me know down below. We appreciate you guys. Stay locked, stay loaded. We'll see you again very, very soon.